Alright, so this is like all the Amazon stuff that we've gotten for Shay's car. She doesn't know what any of this stuff is, so.
No, I don't.
What would this be for?
I think like a screwdriver. I have no clue.
What's it say?
Contacts link?
4 gauge to 8 gauge wire reducer.
I was gonna throw that in that trash can. It's not a trash can. It's all
No, that's dog food. Alright, next one. Unlike Garrett and me, we're not using a steak knife. Shay's using scissors. She's a lot more comfortable with scissors, so that's what we're doing. I need to back up because I can't see you. What is that?
I don't know what that is. Is
So-
that like
That right there is some new stuff on the market. Detailers are using it, and what that does is you wipe it on paint that's not really perfect, and it will fill in scratches. But what it also does is it makes it look like it's been re-cleared. So your paint on your car will go from like a faded looking red to an actual cleared over red.
oh, that's cool.
That stuff is $30 some for that amount, but that says it will do 11 cars. So you don't need to use very much. That's going to do your paint for now. That's temporary till we paint it. But at least it will be something other than faded red. I wish I had a better angle to see you.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know. What is that? Black, fully automatic
Oh!
AM FM antenna. That's your power antenna.
Oh, for a new power antenna.
New one, yeah, we're
The
replacing.
one on it's obliterated.
Yeah. You can't have a radio and not have an antenna.
Oh, you can, but it won't sound good.
You won't get any stations. So that's a Metra, and I looked at it really close comparing it to the original, and there's no reason that shouldn't fit in the confines of your car. They look like they're the same size, so. And it actually said fit your car, so I'm going to trust Amazon.
It'd be
I hope
cool
they're
to-
right.
It'd be cool to put a power antenna in the boat.
Is that the empty of that box? Okay.
I see those in the garage. I don't know what they are.
This.
Oh,
It-
water hose.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be for water. You remember how I said we could tee off your PCV valve behind the carburetor for your brakes? But I don't like that plastic fitting, so we got tees that are actually made out of copper so that they don't break or bust. Copper or brass, I don't know what they really are. But that's gonna guarantee me that you have brakes, and that I need that peace of mind when you're driving down the road.
Is that one?
That is your new side marker. It has a LED and it's smoked.
Ooh.
So when
That's
the when
cool.
the
Those
car
are what you sent me pictures of.
yeah, when the car is black, those will blend in. You won't even see them on the car.
That's cool.
But the LEDs are color matched to what they're supposed to do. So those are going to be red LEDs.
That's cool.
Go.
You can put them back in the box if you're worried about them getting busted up. I would be, because it's a lot of stuff to carry.
Go. No.
Oh my god, I can't
Yes,
close
I
it.
see you.
That's probably okay. Just something to protect them.
So the dogs don't attack them.
I missed you guys.
I miss my cat. Those are smaller ones? Are those the ones for the front?
Those are the smoked front, and the color matched bulbs will be yellow.
Are they the ones on the bottom?
No, they're the ones in the fender.
Oh.
So when you see this on your fender, it's just going to be black. That's all you're going to see
That's cool.
until it lights up. It's going to look cool when it's black. Real cool. Okay, so that's the first unboxing. I'm going to pause here, and then we're going to get some more stuff over here. Hang on, this ain't all. Alright, part 2. Let me move this transmission stuff. That's going to be your RCAs for your system. And that will tell it what your mids and highs and your subs and all that stuff do. That's what tells them how to work. You'll see how they go when we start on that. Switching to the carpet knife. I like carpet knives too. I just always use a steak knife because they're usually up here in the house. Now I can see it. You got to cut the front. Yeah, you see this part right here?
Is it smaller?
Oh, you're gonna have to cut the bottom too. See this along the front right there? Yeah. Cut that whole, not yet. The long side. Yep. And that's where it opens from.
Oh my gosh, this side's on.
That's a very well taped job by the guy. It wasn't coming out.
Oh, what?
So that
Oh, that's so cool.
That is your car 1 year earlier, Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. They do not make that car, so do not take it out of the package because you may never find another one.
That's crazy.
They do.
Huh?
They do.
Where you? It
got
took
a
me
whole
some work to
collection
find
there.
that.
They have them at Walmart.
Trans Ams, 84s and 85s.
If you find one, yeah.
I don't think so. This came out in
2018.
Where'd you see that at?
I didn't.
How do you know it came out in 18?
Here, let me see it.
He's the Hot Wheels kid.
He has a whole collection.
Where is it? No. Can't find it. It don't say.
It's under the Muscle Mania series. 84.
Oh yeah, the car would say. Here, I'll read that. Where is it?
Get that light over there. It's starting to get dark. Yep.
Made in Malaysia. 2019. I was
Okay.
1 year off.
You were dang close. So that's your car, but not the same color. But that's really awesome. I was really glad when I found that.
Oh gosh. Whoa.
So do you know what that's for?
Oh, it's the windshield cleaner thingy?
So this is your new windshield washer tank.
I know the
What
washer thing.
what I'm doing is I'm going to take your metal panel that's in the car. I'm building a drop bracket off that metal panel. This will poke out, and this will sit all the way down in the metal panel. And then when you want to add your windshield washer fluid, you just pour it in and shut the lid, and it's all hidden underneath the panel. Comes with a new pump, same connector as a GM. I made sure all that stuff would work. So we're going to mount that under there. So what we're going to try to do is, as cheap as we can do it, clean up the engine bay and make it look less cluttered. Even though we're going to keep AC, we're still going to make it look like something. It's not going to look like garbage. We
don't need no massive
It's not going.
windshield washer reservoir.
No, there's not going to be another thing too. I got something to get rid of something else.
Oh
So this has some pretty significant meaning, not just because it's a Pontiac Firebird Trans
That
Am
is
with
so
T-tops,
cool.
but
That's a dirt car.
this is Shay's very first model car kit.
That's crazy.
So she can paint it, she can do the ground effects, and she can paint the car's accessories, interior, and all that stuff. She can build this with Garrett's help.
Ooh.
And this can match her theme of her car. She can even
that's
print
cool.
Hello Kitty vinyls, Hello Kitty nameplate, and all that stuff to go on the car.
That's so cool.
That's your very first model car. I can't even remember what my first model car was. I built so many.
No, I remember Garrett had a whole collection in his closet.
Yeah.
And I tried to build one.
On
and
my
it was like,
on my walls, when Garrett was probably born, I bet I had 100 model cars on the wall that I built myself,
were
and that wasn't even ones that had been broken over the years. That was just what I had left.
Yeah, Garrett had a whole freaking.
And that model car, you ain't finding that either. Let me see that box. I just want to see if it has a year on it. What
It
year?
does.
1986.
What? 1 year after my car came out.
Hang on, fellas. I'm gonna try to zoom this in. Come on. 1986. This model kit is 1 year older than Shay's car because her
That's
car's an 85. You will not ever get another one. That was literally the only one I could find anywhere. This is the missing dust cap that's on your front brake rotor. You have to have one of these to keep the grease in the bearing when it heats up. So we had to put one of those back on your car. We're going to repack the bearings and put that on there.
Oh wow, that was a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Jake stickers.
Yep. So you got a B&M micro switch. I have no clue what that would be for. But if you push this, that's what triggers it. Stay tuned. There's more. We are back. So now let's look and see what's in this box. You may recognize that name if you pay attention to what me and Garrett's been doing.
I don't know how to open.
Huh? Same way. Just go around the edges with that. Free up all the corners. And the way I'm looking at it, I'm hoping that this stuff that's coming right now will keep you guys busy at least till you're back in school. Should have enough stuff to get the interior done, I think. I don't know what interior pieces are downstairs.
I think most of them. I haven't even got them out the car.
I know.
So we still need to.
I'm counting on stuff being missing. I just don't know what's going to be missing, so it's not like I could just order anything for it.
Yeah. You take ever to open boxes.
Well, she's a girl. Girls don't go at guys' paces.
I just ripped the box apart.
Oh wow.
There you go. So you got 100 feet of speaker wires.
Oh wow.
You got 20 some feet. I think it's 25 feet of power wire, oxygen free copper, and 20 feet of ground oxygen free copper. And you got New Concepts battery terminals. For rewiring all your electrical, other than main electrical, but anything to the battery is getting rewired. So your alternator and all that stuff will have new wires. This one's lighter.
What? Whoa! I thought I put it to be that light. That's such a big box. Oh, that did not.
easier to cut if you don't have it so long.
Yeah, if you make it like this,
Oh.
then you can just push it and drag it.
That's why I had it like that.
You can also just pull it and it will open. There you go. Using muscles. All this working on your car, you're going to have some big muscles. You're going to go back to school looking like Popeye instead of olive oil.
I've not seen that ever.
That is a 4th gen coolant tank. Also, this is your battery tray. Your car has a big coolant tank that attaches to the fender, and your water tank's on the other side. Well, when you clean up the engine bay, those get removed out of the way. So this is going to be your new holder for your battery. And this is going where the rust was, where the old battery was. We had to cut it out anyway, so why wouldn't we put that and move everything out of eyesight? So that is a 4th gen coolant tank.
Black instead of like a white.
Yeah,
Like
it's going to be
sort of
black.
tank.
I kind of wish her engine bay was black, since the car's going to get repainted black. But I don't know if we're going to paint the engine bay right away.
No.
Because ideally, when we paint the car, we would pull the engine, degrease the engine bay, and actually paint the engine bay the same gloss black as the outside of the car. So it's actually shiny and clean and looks like something.
Tape all the way around the edge.
Yeah, just do this whole way on both sides. Just be careful. We got to clean up the craft center. We got so much crafts going on.
I think I'm cleaning the house tonight.
Shay said that she was coming home and decorating for Halloween.
Yep.
I told her she could have Halloween on all year round. I don't care.
For my birthday. Want a Halloween themed birthday party.
I don't think you cut it.
I don't think I did either.
Just pull it with your hand.
I tried.
Oh.
That first. I got another box.
So this
I see some colors.
Is that more wire?
this isn't more wire, but it is.
Plug
This is brand new HEI Chevy plug wire set. And the reason I wanted to get these isn't because they're red. I didn't really care about the color. I just don't like the fact that all your wires in your engine bay are a different color. It doesn't
Oh,
look
yeah.
good.
That and it was
So
also,
for now that the car is red is cool.
also these are 90s instead of straights.
Then these
Down
work
by
better
the
with headers, so you'll have more room for your plugs. We'll get plugs eventually too once I figure out what heads are on it and what plugs they take. But that's why we went with new wires. Was just I can't stand mismatched wires. There's nothing on this planet that annoys me more than that. Like, why would you change one wire to some old junky wire?
Oh, there's a plug in there.
So that micro switch goes with this. Remember how I told you that your original shifter's garbage?
Oh!
That's the black shifter I sent you a picture of.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That one's
Oh,
just
it
like
has an
mine.
attachable head. I could get a custom one.
Mm-hmm. Watch, there's a shift cable in there that might come flying out, but you can open this section. Just lift it up.
It's attached. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Just keep rolling it out. There you go. Here it is.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff in there.
That's the cover. So the reason why you had to get the switch is these shifters, they only come with a micro switch for,
It's somewhere right here. Should be.
I think it's actually in this accessory stuff.
Yeah.
So it only comes with one for
Is that a sticker?
neutral.
Oh, no, that's for the inside.
That's the ball that comes with it. So that's the shifter ball, and that's the top of the shifter ball.
Where did the...
See, it says B&M. That black looks good, don't it?
You won't see this though, because it'll be under the center console.
You can see it for right now, though. Don't it look good?
I'll steal it and put it in my blazer.
Go for it. It will fit. You have a Pro Stick.
Yeah.
This is a Pro Stick.
It's the same one.
You could even have that black shifter ball, but I like the blue one I bought you.
Yeah.
Because yours has a button.
Mine does have a button.
Isn't that pretty, Shay?
I'm not gonna
Actually,
put the
Tell
sticker on
me
it.
that shifter doesn't look a million times better
It
than
does.
We
stock.
actually
Definitely.
have
It looks
my,
better than a screwdriver.
Ah, she ain't lying though. Does
The
look
long
better than a
screwdriver.
screwdriver.
It does.
Aim that up so it's. Did you put the sticker in there?
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. You
that
won't
what
be
it
able to
is?
get that back out.
What do you mean?
Once
I
you
won't?
put that in, it won't come back out.
Oh, okay, then I won't put
Yeah.
it in that.
My idea was, if you wanted to, is to make a Hello Kitty
That's what I was
face
gonna do.
and put this over the Hello Kitty face to protect it,
Mm-hmm.
and we can cut the Hello Kitty out of pink vinyl.
Yeah.
So don't lose that cover because that is the only way you can get it. It doesn't come. It's not a part you can buy separate.
We also have the
But this is all your shifter brackets for the transmission, and the bracket that bolts on the side. This is all the hardware. It's got your micro switch. See, they only give you one micro switch. You need two because you need one that activates your reverse, one that activates your neutral safety switch. Because your car needs to be able to start and park in neutral, and that's what that neutral safety does. So the way this works is just like Garrett's. I know you've never done that, but when it's here, hold the camera, and I'll show you. So you push this forward. That's your reverse lockout. That's NHRA required. You can't even race without it. So once you push that forward, you just push it one click, and that's reverse. You squeeze this handle. That's park. Just like your stock shifter, except for there's a handle involved now instead of a push down button. This will never, ever, ever jump a gear on you unless you push it, and it will never fail you ever in your life. This shifter will outlast all of us. Seriously. So when you come all the way back, I got to change the gate plate because this only comes with a 3-speed gate plate, and you have a 4-speed. But basically, this would be first gear. Push it forward. It won't go to another gear. It only goes into second.
I know. That's
You
reverse.
squeeze the trigger. This is in reverse.
That ain't like mine.
Nope. You squeeze the trigger, and that's third. And you can just push it forward for neutral. Same with the reverse switch again. Reverse, park. Now what's cool about this shifter is I can make this shifter, raise it up on the stock mount, and fit your console. So when you look in your car, it's just going to look like a shifter. But it's going to be a racing shifter.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I figured you'd like this better than a screwdriver. Yeah, put that back in there.
I mean, I'm not wrong though.
You aren't wrong. It's definitely better than a screwdriver, and it's a lot more expensive than a screwdriver. That's a $408 screwdriver. All right. Hang on, fellas and girls. There's more. We ain't done yet. Okay, so next box. You can do this one of two ways. I'll give you a little secret. This staples is already in there. If me and you pull on this after you cut this, the box will actually open that way. See, cut all them pieces of tape. Okay.
Oh, dang, that
All
already
right.
came off.
You ready? Yeah, I know, because I already peeled this side. So pull that side. All right, you ready? All right, I'll let you open it.
Oh!
It's boobies. So this is your new aluminum radiator with electric fans, and already has a shroud bolted to it. So no more leaky radiators. But also cool, way better than
And what this will do is get the mechanical fan off the motor, frees up power at the motor, and these will be operated by a coolant temperature switch, and you won't even have to mess with them. They'll turn themselves on and they'll turn themselves off. But ain't that cool looking?
It is, yeah.
It had it on that plastic to protect it, but it came with a cap. I don't know what pressure it is. It has your lines for your transmission cooler. So we can run your transmission cooler into these lines, loop this out to an auxiliary cooler, because heat is what destroys transmissions. And living in Florida, everything runs hot. So you run an auxiliary cooler outside of this in the front of the car, and then you got 2 actual transmission coolers to help it cool down.
Now we gotta go out.
No, you don't. I just let him out at 6. Didn't I, bud? He just wants to be part of the show. So if you want to put that piece of foam back up here, and it's got dual 12-inch fans, which should be plenty fans with this shroud. That's all you will ever need. And then just close the box. And then ask Garrett nicely to come over here and put it on the table, because it's probably too heavy for you.
Yeah, Garrett.
It is.
If you want to try and pick it up.
It is aluminum, but it's not light. It's aluminum. It's not horrible. It's just awkward because it's so big. Just stick it on the table over there by that other chair. Go ahead, Shay.
Move it.
Get that for me. You can pop it, or you can try to cut it. You can even use these if you want. Just do the other side. I don't even know what this is.
You don't even know what this is?
No, I forgot.
I thought we've been here since the first day we left.
It's been here for what?
I said it's probably been here since the first day we left. Now back. Realtor. What are you doing?
Oh, I can. Oh, no.
Garrett, can you lift this out for her?
What?
What's in this box? She doesn't know what these are yet.
That kind of explains why they're so heavy.
Yeah.
So now I know.
You're going to
what
learn, baby. You're going to learn.
Now I know what the big box is.
This is what the project's for. Garrett, don't extend that. Very carefully cut that. Garrett, will you cut that? There's a reason I'm saying this.
I got packaging in it.
Yeah.
That goes all around it. Man, this is way better than a steak knife.
Yeah. All right, she can do that part.
I don't know if it's...
Oh, no.
It should be, but there we go. You got that?
Oh, good. Cardboard folded under it. It protected it.
That's smart.
I cut it off.
It's a box in a box.
Here, hold on. What we'll do, actually...
Here, just... You like that, don't you? It does work good.
Oh, the
You're caught on the back.
dang flap. There we go.
There you go. And then just flip that over.
Bam. And if you can read, you should already know what it is.
I don't know what that means.
So you can't read.
She can definitely read. Kids got straight A's.
Those are. Oh, are they the speakers? Oh, I can't even open
They're
it.
not just speakers.
Oh, that's not opening. Sticker.
Stinkers for your car.
Now you got a car you can decorate in stinkers.
Stinkers.
I always call stickers stinkers.
Oh! They're like Garrett's.
Mm-hmm.
He has the same exact one. Oh god, I don't want to take it out of. That's cool.
I get it.
Yeah. So you got two 12-inch subwoofers. That's the same size as Garrett's system in his Blazer.
Oh
But
my
mine are
god, it's
better.
gonna be loud. There,
Okay, we're not going to open both packages. It takes too long. We're already at half an hour. But yeah, so that's Shay's new subwoofer. It's not horrible design. It's about the same as a Kicker Comp. About the same watt rating. For a girl's first car, it's going to be plenty. She's not going to want a big massive system like we have, so I'm trying not to get too carried away. And she's inheriting my Rockford 400X4, and it's not going to push these very hard, so I didn't want to get something too big.
Oh, there's trees on there.
No, it's a gnat.
Oh.
Now she's opening the Down for Sound box. If you guys haven't noticed on the channel, I've been using a lot of Down for Sound stuff. And the reason is it's not very expensive. And I'm not a bass head to the point where we need a 30,000 watt system. We're more race car people.
Mine is.
Yeah. But we just need decent speakers that sound good. And these Down for Sound amps and speakers actually pretty decent quality for the money. I don't think I can't think of anything close to them for the money. Me and Garrett have the DS18 Pro GM4s, 6.5s in our doors and behind 6x9 holes, and they're loud, really loud. They'll handle a ton of power. So the CFX is more of a replacement speaker, still highly rated for power, but nowhere near in that level. But that's what the JFX series of Down for Sound is made for. So we didn't want to go all the way up to the JFX line because my amp doesn't make enough power to push them down the road. If she wants to get more powerful and have more stuff, she can get some amps and speakers and we can change them out. But this is, and the goal is the attempt to get the interior done before she starts back to school.
Yep.
Oh, Shay got suckers.
I love suckers.
So
That's a cool sticker.
we got CFX 5 1/4. You don't have a spot. I thought you had 8 speaker system. I thought you had speakers in your door. You don't. So you really only have these in a 4x6 and then a 4x6 in your dash. We're going to make a kick panel custom on your stock kick panels out of wood, and we're going to put them in the wood kick panels. So you're going to have an 8 speaker system.
Huh. Pretty cool.
Yeah. 8 speakers ought to be plenty for a girl's first car. On to the next. All right. On to the next package. Thanks to anybody that's watched this long. There's just a lot of stuff I got while they were gone. Couldn't help myself. I have a problem. I need to go to Cars Anonymous. But I want to get this done, guys, and really the only way I can do this is if they work on it during the days while me and Mom's working. They got to get the interior back in this car, and they can't do any interior stuff until the carpet's finished, the seats are in it, and all the wiring is ran under the carpet.
Yes, and it has a CD thing.
You have Bluetooth, DVD, and you're going to have a backup camera so you can see behind you just like Mommy's car.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, that doesn't mean don't look. That just means you have a backup camera behind your car. Still always look. That's a mount kit. They give you a free mount kit and a free wiring kit. Now, I'm not sure what wiring is left in the car, but what I do remember seeing is there was already a harness in your car, so we just have to tie into that. So that is going to be your new radio, baby.
I wanted one like the CD.
Yeah, so you got a CD player, Bluetooth that will pair to your Android phone. I don't think those do mirror. The old ones did mirror, but that one doesn't have mirror, I don't think. So you can't like put your navigation onto it from your phone. But it does everything else and even has a Bluetooth. Next big box. There's only 2 more big boxes, guys, so don't leave yet. You're going to want to see them. So this is the heaviest, well, maybe close to the heaviest box. I'm not sure which one's
It's
heavier.
the heaviest. Most definitely the heaviest.
I don't know what that is.
All right, Garrett, get the other side. Shay, when we lift this up, just pull the box out from under it. All right, go ahead. And then turn that around, because that's how it's going to open. So go ahead and cut these guys off.
Your scissors are not going to cut this.
She make it work. Any UF buddy guys? You already know what's up.
I'm so confused what this is. I can't even get the underneath there.
Go get the other side. Get the other half. It's a whole lid, I think.
Yeah, that's.
It might actually be stapled on that side. I'm not sure. Is it stapled on that side? There you go.
Hold on.
There it goes.
You gotta pick up that side.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's red. They match the car. These are progressive spring rate, which means this half compresses at a different rate than the rest of the car. So when you're cruising normal with these springs, you're going to have a comfortable handling ride. Handling cars are a little rough like my Camaro, but you like that. These are the same springs on my Camaro, but they're not wound at the same pressure. So these are a little bit softer than my car, but it's still going to lower your car and get rid of that four-wheel drive look. Because I can't have you rolling around in a four-wheel drive, unless it's a four-wheel drive. So that's your front. Now these are your rears.
Yeah, those are
I
the
lied.
rears, these are fronts.
Yeah, these are your fronts. And these are very heavy gauge wire for cornering hard. And these are actually like 3 inches shorter than your stock spring. So once you get the stock spring out of the car, those will fall right back in the original location. You won't even have to fight them to go back in. You do have to a little bit of work to fight the old one out and just let it fly out. Just lower the lower control arm and drop it just like an S10. So you don't even have to unbolt the strut.
And then the rears are stupid.
Now we don't have struts. We will. We're buying shit one piece at a time like a normal person would, except for this initial stuff. So she's going to have to roll around on what's on the car unless something goes bad real quick. But I want to put the Coney adjustable on-car adjustable struts and shocks, and they're $1,000. But the Coney adjustable struts and shocks paired with these will give her the adjustability to have a smooth driving car and a car she can take on a road course and actually beat the crap out of. So that's what we're going to go with. Coney's the only way we'll go. Coney yellow on-car adjustable. But we don't have those yet, so don't beat us up too bad, but we're going to lower it first. I can't stand the four-wheel drive look. Car just drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's stiffer, and then this is softer.
Yeah. So they're progressive.
I can't even.
Yeah. So put the lid on that, and then we'll get to the last big box, and then we're done. Hang in there, guys. One more. Do you know what you have to have for subwoofers?
Nope.
What are subwoofers located in? Where do you put them? Where's Garrett's subwoofers? What are they in?
I don't know.
In the back of his truck.
But what are they in?
Open that box, you'll find out.
What did these go into?
You didn't even catch the pun, guys. You're no fun.
I don't understand cars.
I understand that you will understand cars, though. Garrett didn't know any of this stuff when he started. He learned what he learned on YouTube and then by doing it. That's the same way I learned. That's how my dad taught me.
Except for YouTube.
Oh.
This is your custom box
for 212s. This fits in your trunk of your car.
Huh.
And it's cut to fit your trunk. Because you don't need that big box. So you can set that up on the counter.
Preferably go that way with the box.
Okay. So this is going to be your new home. When this is in the car, this sits at the back wall of the car. It's got your push terminals for your speakers. Then you're going to have a 12 here, a 12 here. Each speaker is sealed. This isn't a ported box like our boxes. These give you a very precise tone, and you're going to have a lot of types of music that you can enjoy. And then it's already cut for your speaker.
Huh.
So once you get both speakers in there,
You bought them.
yeah, you can
Nice
bolt them
one.
down. And then we're going to make, you know, so this is what's going to power it. And you guys that know old Rockford amps, you know these always make more than they say. This is my original amp in my S10. I confiscated it back from Garrett. It's very conservatively rated. Makes 50 watts into 4 at 4 ohms at 0.05 harmonic distortion. 100 watts into 4, 2 ohms. And the way I had this wired in my S10, had the mids and highs on the front, 4 ohm 10s on the rear. And this thing pushed those 4 ohm 10 kickers very well. My S10 sounded amazing with this thing in there. We've had this in Garrett's Blazer.
We've had it in the Yukon.
We had it in the Yukon on 412s. And it did amazing. It's not a powerhouse. You ain't gonna set no records and no competitions, but for a person that just wants to move some air and have a clean bass signal, pretty dang on good amp. These speakers I think are rated at 500 watts a piece. My amp's never gonna kill them, and that was the point of it. I wanted her to have a clean looking back end of her car. This is charcoal carpet, should match her interior. But I wanted a clean look in the back of her car, and I wanted them to be able to put the carpet back in. And they can't do that without all these pieces. They had to have all the stereo, the wiring, the power, the ground to the amp. They had to have speakers, a box, and all the door speakers. Because all that stuff is hidden behind panels in her car, and I wanted her to be able to put it back together. So if you made it through all that, thumbs up to you guys, because that was a long video. I'm going to break it down when we do the install set videos. I'll tie the unboxing to the install video so you guys know at the beginning what you're going to see. Like when they do the subwoofer install, I'll put this unboxing with that. I'll edit it all to go together. But yeah, I mean that's a whole lot of packages. What do you think, Shay?
That's crazy.
You think that's a good start to your car?
Yeah.
Now I gotta clean up.
I gotta clean the whole house.
Yeah, I think that's going to be amazing, Shay. I'm really excited. If you can't tell, I'm excited to get to start on your car. I don't think she can tell, guys.
I can tell.
All right, now we get to put away all of this and figure out what boxes we don't need to keep. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Shay, you tell them thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
You tell them how badass your car's going to be.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
You know I don't play around when it comes to building a cool car. All right, guys, stay tuned. This one's getting real fast. Later.